What is up, everybody? I am NerdRage36, and on the day of this video going up, it is going to be the day of New Year's Eve. So I figured for the last day of 2025, I'd do something special, and this is going to be a little series that I do every New Year's, every day of New Year's Eve, if that makes any sense. And that is, of course, games I played this year. And yes, this is an old shoebox because I am a dork that feeds on all generations of nostalgia, even ones I wasn't there for. But specifically, I made a box for this exact topic simply because, I know everyone has those those features on newer consoles and on Steam especially of recounting what you played throughout the year, but considering I play on basically everything, and actually with the acquisition of a Steam Deck, I might also have that I'll try to screenshot and splice into future videos depending on what I play on the Steam Deck over the years. But yeah, for right now, I've just got a box full of all the games that I decided to play through this year. And it's actually not a ton of games, but you'll understand why. In fact, if you've seen a previous video, you'll know exactly why. But yeah, I just figured, let's just share what I've been up to this year besides the usual pickups. And of course, kicking it off, if you saw the video, you already know I marathoned the White Knight Chronicles games. And again, if you saw the video, you know I really like these games a lot. In fact, I'm actually genuinely starting to crave playing the first two again, because I've already actually played through this twice, and I feel like a third playthrough, I would definitely play through this another time, but one thing I definitely want to do with a future playthrough is play this in multiplayer with friends, but I don't know that many people with PSPs, and this is an import game anyway, so that's going to be indefinitely on the back burner. But yeah, I am already craving playing through these games twice. Not twice, a second time. Ugh. But yeah, the reason that there's not a whole ton of games in this box for my games I played in 2025 is because these took up a good chunk of my time. I even talked about how this game just kept on going, and when I reached what I thought was going to be the last side quest, a whole new character unlocked and more side quests. And yeah, again, this game gives you a lot to do. Go watch my previous video about White Knight Chronicles if you want to know a lot more. But these games, a ton of fun. It's basically like discovering Xenoblade all over again. And I'm so glad I got to experience them. And so because playing through Origins, I was cutting it really close, my playthrough of Origins, to when I went to Retropalooza in May. Yeah, I started off the year January. I started off January playing White Knight Chronicles, and I didn't finish the series until May. That should give you an indication as to how much those games took up. Although, to be fair, there were also moments when there were some pretty bad thunderstorms, and I just decided to eject the disc and unplug my PS3 just to avoid anything shorting out and losing my memory and all that stuff, losing the console memory. You know what I mean. But so that might have had something to do with it as well. But whatever. But because I was kind of rushing to get to the end of Origins before Retropalooza, I really wasn't sure if I wanted to bring it with me on the trip. But I did finish it in time, and I just needed something a little more relaxed, a little slower paced. And with that, I played Captain Toad on the 3DS. This was actually acquired in a pickups video previously in the year. And yeah, I know a lot of people say that the 3DS version, graphical downgrade, but I don't really care. Honestly, it's a pretty damn good game. It's just your basic puzzle adventure game. Honestly, looking at it now, I think that you could even consider this a spiritual successor to the Lolo series on NES. And if those games had ever gotten a 3D iteration, it would have been exactly like this. And honestly, I just think that's really cool. It was just a nice little relaxing kind of, not necessarily enriching game, but something to kind of get your brain going. And that's what I look for in a puzzle game. But especially like if there is also an adventure aspect to it. And that's exactly what I got. And I don't think I fully completed this game. I was on the very last challenge where you need to get 3,000 coins and get to the very bottom of the multiple floor dungeon, and that kicked my ass something fierce. So I don't know. I might come back to this, but the game itself was a lot of fun, and I got what I needed out of it. Next up, Spyro: A Hero's Tale. Believe it or not, I actually did have this game when I was younger, and here's the thing. It was before I had played the PS1 trilogy, and I got stuck, when I was a kid, I got stuck on a Sergeant Byrd level in Hero's Tale, because I didn't quite understand it. Like, I got really frustrated, especially because, like, I was being stupid and I was holding the stick forward, so Sergeant Byrd was just constantly so yeah, I didn't like this game as a kid. I honestly got really frustrated with it, but then I played the PS1 trilogy and I'm like, oh, now I get it. Now I get what the Sergeant Byrd levels were like. I think it's because Spyro in the PS1 games is just automatically going forward instead of you needing to control the propulsion like you do with Sergeant Byrd in this game. So yeah, that was just a little confusing as a kid. But playing it as an adult, I really like this game. I like this game a lot. I'm a sucker for collectathons. The Spyro trilogy on PS1 are some of my favorites, and now this is being added to the list. And actually, even cooler, this game has now one of my favorite jungle levels. Like, one of my favorite level aesthetics in gaming is the jungle level, especially because music is so good in jungle levels, but I also love the use of colors and, like, the ambience and atmosphere. Like, I just like jungle levels. I honestly can't really explain why. I just like jungle levels, and this game has a really awesome jungle level. But on top of that, I also 100%ed this game. I do not play collectathons without 100%ing them, and this is no exception. Now, there is another game in that I played after Spyro, but I never finished it, and I actually talked about it in that one Pickups video where I got the Harvest Moon games, and that was Monster Hunter Freedom. And yeah, like I said, I really appreciate what this game does. Like, I really did get into it. I was getting really into it, but the problem is it is the difficulty. And I like taking a break from it. Well, first of all, a friend of mine actually told me kind of what to do with a certain hunt that did start kicking my ass, although it was admittedly a fairly early game hunt for Monster Hunter veterans. But I just didn't quite understand what to do, and just got frustrated. But also, on top of getting some strategy tips from a friend of mine, one other thing I kind of realize about Monster Hunter just as a series, it really is, the multiplayer is such a huge part of it. And I think I realized that, like, something that I wouldn't be surprised if I'm expected to do playing Monster Hunter games is go on guild quests in multiplayer to team up against difficult monsters to take them down easier, harvest the right materials, make better armor and weapons, and then go back to the village quests in the single player to basically overpower, like, monsters on your own. I'm pretty sure that's what I'm supposed to do, but of course, like I mentioned with White Knight Chronicles Origins, I don't really know that many people with a PSP, so I'm kind of stuck doing a lot of this on my own, unless I can just get some more friends around. But yeah, like I said, I didn't finish this game, but I definitely appreciate what it does. It did get me want to play more Monster Hunter games. It made me interested in farming games, and yeah, I just I do need to get back to it, or just the series in general. But yeah, I can also understand why most Monster Hunter fans only ever play Monster Hunter games, because trying to get other games into into my lineup with this with this also on the docket is oof, this is a time sink. But I was having a lot of fun regardless, and I do want to get back to it, but I have no idea when. And now, some of you probably know this based off of a previous video where I talked about the Zelda DS games, but I played the Zelda DS games, and of course, being the dork that I am, I wanted to replay Wind Waker first, just to, especially because Phantom Hourglass is a direct sequel to Wind Waker. So, yeah, I played through the whole timeline of these three games, and like I said, I had a lot of fun with it. Phantom Hourglass I can understand issues with, but I still thought it was a good game. Spirit Tracks has now become one of my new favorites in the Zelda series, so it was honestly really cool playing these all back to back. And actually, it reminded me just how short of a game Wind Waker is, and honestly, kind of weird to say, but that, again, like with White Knight Chronicles, even though those are much longer, I kind of already want to play this again, and actually just because I might even pop in the original. I mean, I did pick this up in a previous video too, so yeah, honestly, I don't think there's ever a time where playing through a Zelda game in general won't be fun. And yeah, it was definitely cool getting to experience, what is this, the adult timeline? I forget which timeline this is, but playing these, especially finally getting to experience the DS games, and especially Spirit Tracks. I mean, I don't know what else to say. I just had a lot of fun, and it makes me want to play Wind Waker again. Now, there is one other game on, well, that's the whole box right now. But there is another game that I want to include on here, but I'm actually still in the middle of it. That's what I was saying when I haven't started Sonic Frontiers yet, because I'm still in the middle of another game. And that game is Gravity Rush, and this is actually my second playthrough of it, because I actually already played the remastered version. And some of you are probably wondering, well, why are you playing the Vita original? One, I'm a dork. I just want to play the Vita original because. But also, it was designed from the ground up for the Vita. And honestly, playing both versions, I just like doing that. Like I said with Wind Waker, I just like playing the original in some way. But also, there is really no huge differences besides resolution, frame rate, which this game isn't terrible in resolution and frame rate. Again, it was built from the ground up for the Vita, so I don't see how, yes, this technically is better on, in all technical specs, this is technically better, but it does not make this version worse. The only other argument that can be made is that Remaster does have the 2 DLC side quests in Gravity Rush 1 that the Vita version with the store shutdown doesn't have. But you know what? I really don't care, because again, I've already got this one. I've already got those 2 quests, but also those don't really affect the story at all. They just give you more to play. And I definitely do like having more to play. I mean, I'm not going to lie, I freaking love Gravity Rush. This is an amazing game, and the sequel is awesome too. But there is just something really special about playing the original, especially, again, because I like handhelds. I don't see a problem with wanting to experience this both in a handheld form, in its original form, and just as an excuse to play it a second time. Do I even need an excuse? I just want to play Gravity Rush again. I freaking like Gravity Rush. This might even become a regular occurrence in games I played this year just because I freaking love Gravity Rush. But also, be honest, the Vita version has the better box art. I know that doesn't really mean a lot to most people, but just look at that. But yeah, I'm still technically in the middle of Gravity Rush, so this really shouldn't have been on the list, but I wanted to include it anyway because I wanted an excuse to talk about Gravity Rush. And this is probably going to kick off games I played in 2026 next year, so look forward to that. And like I said, after Gravity Rush, Sonic. But yeah, those were the games I played this year. It wasn't a whole lot, but there were some pretty long games in there, and I had a blast playing every single one of them. And I just wanted to share it with all of you, because that's what this channel is about. I just like sharing this stuff. I like sharing my hobbies. So what did you guys play this year? What were you able to check off your backlog or get to experience an online game with friends? What did you do this year? Let me know in the comments below. I think that's the first time I've ever said that, at least in that specific way. But whatever. Happy New Year to everyone. I am NerdRage36, and I'll see you later.